Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're doing well. Good to see so many fantastic faces in the house. I'm excited about tonight. I think it's going to be a good one. I think the vibe is there. And yeah, let's rip straight into it. First of all, g'day to Rayburn, who was here fairly early. Surprised that 5 people had already liked the stream. So thanks to those of you that, and you'll be hopefully catching the replay. But I know that some of them that can't make it just make an effort to come by and drop a like, and yeah, appreciate that. Then we had Edstar in the house. How you going, Edstar? Good to see you. Gillar's Fish Tanks, how you going? Rhino's Aquatics, how are you? T-Bone, Chattanooga Ed. We've got double Ed trouble in here tonight. 2 Eds are better than 1, they say, and I agree with that. Amika, how you going? I already said g'day to you. Amy, Curtis, how are you both? Curtis is going to win Powerball. Hopefully you share the love if you do, Curtis, but I'm sure that goes without saying. Chevy, how you going, Chevy? Good to see you as well. Aqua Az is in the house. For those of you that aren't aware, Az is doing some Wednesday night streams now, so get on board. Check out Az if you want some more Australianisms. Actually, on that topic, Friday nights Rumble is doing streams as well, so you can even go the best way I know how to get straight into a weekend. You can go straight from Az into me, into Rumble, and bam, it's the weekend. How good is that? Check them out. The Australians are all doing our thing in our own different ways. So Craigos is here as well. G'day Craig, good to see you. What did I have to say? There was something about Craig that I was going to say, but anyway, it was pretty good from memory. Adam, how you going? I like red plants. Good to see you as well. Jed's Rose is in the house. Hello, ladies. There might be one other in here, I'm not sure, Jed, but everyone's welcome, no matter your background or any anything. Everyone's welcome here. Benny's Aquatics, g'day to you as well. Lee is rubble indeed. Trouble with a capital T, Mr. Lee. Good to see you as well. Alrighty. Do we have any moderators? Because I talked about how good stuff is, but I did not have any mods. Craig, you want to be a mod? You're a good supporter of the channel. Az, you want to be a mod? Congratulations, you're now mods. Alright, so if you wanted to place some links, please feel free. And yes, so I do have some kind of sad news. I broke the story last week that we bought a house and we were going to move into it in December. It did fall through. Well, kind of good and kind of bad. So we got a yeah, top bloke. Exactly right, Craig. That was it. Yeah, I remember now. But yeah, kind of a relief really. We got a building inspection done, which I recommend everyone does if you're going to buy a house. Make it on the proviso of a building inspection, and there's a few defects with it, so we're not going to be moving anymore. Well, we're still looking, but yeah, as it stands right now, we are not purchasing said property. Is it a paid gig? Yeah, that's right, Craig. So you pay me just a couple of bucks a minute to be a mod on my channel, yeah. Nah, things are going well other than that, but yeah, we'll find somewhere shortly, and it'll be somewhere with a epic fish room potential, no doubt. Other than that, I had a massive weekend on the videos. I made like 12 videos or something over the weekend, so for the next 3 weeks I've got all the videos already done, so things are good over here. And the other exciting thing is, if you are external to Australia, you may not be aware, but here in Victoria we have had 6 days in a row of 0 cases. So it looks like Melbourne is going to open up. They're going to dismantle the Ring of Steel, and I've already lined up Monday. I'm going to be going and doing some fish store tours again, so I'm really excited to do that, get some good content, and yeah, embarrass myself waving a camera around in public. So looking forward to that though. really looking forward to getting back to some of my favourite stores, and yeah, it should be really good. Home buying is a nightmare. We almost bought a property from a solicitor that was not the one on the land register. The plans confused me and I questioned them, and it was a different property. Yikes. Yeah, this one had some sketchy stuff going on. So there was a few different structures, like verandas or whatever you want to call them, pergolas, and I checked out all the plans because if people aren't aware, so actually not by trade, but like by profession, I'm an engineer, so luckily I know what I'm looking at with plans. So I found all the permits and checked it all out, but yeah, unfortunately the front corner had sunk about 65 millimeters, so yeah, you don't really want a corner of a house to be more than 20 odd millimeters out, so yeah, it's a no from me. To be honest, yeah, exactly as you point out, Craig, it's more of a relief than anything. Yeah, it would have been worse to not get that done, not know, and then after a few months have a giant crack on the house or something. So we'll get there. We've got a few good ones lined up. There's another nice one we're looking at tomorrow, which has some good opportunity, but we'll get there. So I just wanted to let you guys know because yeah, obviously we've got a bit more than 4 weeks until we be doing fish room building videos and stuff like that. But anywho, that's all I've got going on. But yeah, I'm excited to go back to the fish stores. I don't know if I'm really in the market for many fish, but I'll tell you what, I've been absolutely loving my little shell dwellers. So it is a bit of a risk. I can see myself getting deep into more shell dwellers. Everybody said that they were pretty boring when we were doing dwarf cichlid ranking games and all that stuff. I don't think they're boring at all. I think they're awesome. They're not real shy. They sort of just chill around, and every time I look in there, there's more babies. So I love them. Would recommend if you're into fish that breed by themselves. Neolamprologus multifasciatus, pretty awesome. Am I moving to somewhere else or staying in Geelong? Yeah, staying in Geelong. So, do I want to tell the suburb? Yeah, I can tell the suburb. Yeah, so we'll move to Leopold, probably. So it's just like the eastern suburbs of Geelong. Yeah. Yeah, Craig, I'm going to go to Aquapad on Monday. If you're available, feel free to join. Monday, I'll be there. If you want to come. We'll have lunch or something. I really like to see fish store tours. My favourite videos. Yeah, I was absolutely loving it. I did a store tour, and then everything got locked down. So I've been hanging out to go back, and really excited. Yeah, Shellies are so cool. Actually, I can tell you this story as well. I actually had in my cart some Lamprologus ocellatus gold, which are like a yellow sort of shell dweller, and it was with Coburg Aquarium, and they called me the day after and said actually they're not in stock anymore. So that was pretty unfortunate. Actually, you remember a couple of weeks ago everybody was telling me about those puffers that Coburg Aquarium had and that I should get one? Well, that was what did it. So I did put one of those in the cart, and I put some ocellatus gold in the cart, but neither of them were in stock. So yeah, I even set up a brackish aquarium ready for it and everything, but not to be. So I'm on the lookout again. We'll see. Missed it by that much. Yeah, but I'm in high spirits about it. I wasn't emotionally invested or anything like that, so I'm always the one that doesn't get excited until it's guaranteed to happen. What time? So I drop the kids off at 7, and I'll live stream here at 9. That'll finish up at 10, so I'll probably be in around about lunchtime or something like that. 12 o'clock maybe? Yeah, I think about 12. Aquaped is awesome. Coburg did. They tricked me. Well, I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that. Maybe I'll have to go to Coburg then. You have to be sure there are no neighbours having a rumble. You don't want to be wrapped up in that when you move. Yeah, that's true. I don't really mind though. You know, you get give and take a little bit. If my kids are carrying on, I won't be as self-conscious if I have noisy neighbours. Went to Coburg Aquarium a couple of weeks ago. There were around 4 puffers left. What the? Well, that's really grim. I've been sitting here with my brackish aquarium not knowing what to do with it. Well, maybe it was because on the website they had 2 different sizes, but they should have just told me that the other size was available. Maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll make a sneaky trip to Coburg whilst I'm up. Maybe I won't stream Monday then. Yeah, I might not stream Monday. Anyway, we're figuring out plans on the fly here. Maybe we're cancelling the Monday stream and hitting multiple stores on Monday. We'll see. Interesting game. Was that last night's game? State of Origin. Yeah, I heard that. What did I hear? That the Blues were up 10 zip at halftime and then lost 14 to 16 or something. I don't really follow it though. I'm just Australian, so I need to know all the scores all the time. You need 2 there. When 2 weeks ago there was 2 there. Alright, Will. Alright, well, I wish I had have mentioned it last week now. I could have probably swooped on any that was there. It was about 10 centimeters. Yeah, I mean the price was pretty much the same. I wasn't fussed about the price. I just picked the smaller one because I like to grow fish up myself. I should have finished the 76. Alright, well, that's pretty much my news, I think. I don't have much other news. We are having a pretty exciting stream this week. It should be an interesting one. There should be lots of shenanigans, I think. And I've got a few opinions I'm gonna express in this one. So this fish food ranking game is going to be a bit different. I'm going to get involved with this one because I've got some things I need to say. And I believe the interwebs are spreading lies about fish food. I've been lucky enough to try a lot of fish food in my day, and I think we can get to the bottom of some of these myths tonight. No, nothing that strong, but yeah. If you're not familiar with how ranking games work, as usual, I will just give a quick synopsis of how that works. Let's just put that so we can see. And pretty much you'll see a big photo there, a smaller photo. Find the Cory wafers there. Smaller photo there. We place it on the board. S is really good. F is really bad. A, B, C, D, E, F is what you might be remembering from your report card. We save S to like really superior. You kind of have to get more majority of the votes have to be S, or somebody has to super chat to get something into the S. It's not required. I don't think less of you if you choose not to, but some people choose to, and I think that's a good way to allow that to happen. And other than that, just vote one letter once. Don't be spamming the chats and getting excited. Some people do that. And other than that, we should have a good time. I'll pretty much just yammer on for a little bit about each one, what I think about them, and should be a good time. Also, if you haven't ever had an experience with one of them, then it doesn't really necessarily mean you're excluded or anything like that. You can still drop any letter you like. It doesn't really phase me. We just like to keep it lighthearted, keep it fun, and just have a nice little casual yarn about fish food here this evening. So that's pretty much how it goes, and let's rip straight into it. I've got about 20 odd, so we do want to keep somewhat of pace, but usually that's my bad because I tend to get distracted at times. They came back in the end. This is going to be difficult. Father Fish told me not to feed my fish, so I haven't in 8 months. Once in a while some frozen food. What? Not to feed them at all. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, Lee. You must have some crazy algae problems or something. Looked into the crib cave and seen a lot of wrigglers. Nice one, Benny. You got yourself a little crib factory happening over there. Alright, so has anyone ever fed Tetra Cory wafers? Because let me tell you, they're the worst food ever. Nothing eats them. Cories don't eat them. They've got some red... They're like an algae wafer, right? But the outside is like basically wood chips, and the inside is red to make you think that it's got shrimp in there. But really, it's just food dye on some crushed up newspaper. You can't give these away. I'm already going to put it down here. F, maybe. Well, I would put them in E, but honestly, like, they don't really serve any purpose. I'll put them in E because I have something else that's going to be F, I think. Do I? Let me check. Maybe I don't have anything that's worse than these on the list. They're pretty bad. They are pretty bad. Does anybody think they're good? That's what I'd like to know. Because every now and then you have foods that are like terrible, and somebody will be like, that's the only food that I've fed for the last 47 years. And my corridors are 6.5 feet long. And it's just like, what? Nah, I think they are the worst thing on the list, to be honest. There's one that's close, but yeah, I think they're the worst. F. I've had many different people offer me free bags of it, and I just say, nah, throw it in the bin. It's not even worth it. Feed it to your dog. Maybe you'll have a chance of your dog eating it. If you mix it in with some sausages or something. Tried them once, worth $15. Yeah, and that's another thing. They're not cheap either. They're not cheap for pressed garbage. Hey Daniel, how you going? Algae problems. Not anymore. I bought a couple of albino bristlenose. Tank is clean. So very clean. Yeah, I don't mind that approach, Lee. I do a similar thing. If I've got some tanks with algae, I just don't feed that week and things sort of clear up a little bit. It's good advice from the wise and ever-knowing father of fish. Never tried Tetra, but let's put it in F. I like it. I like it. Scissors, thanks T-Bone. Yes. Alright, we're off to a good start. This one is well spoken about these days. We got Sarah Onip tabs. Apparently they've changed their formula. I've only ever bought one. No, that's a lie. I've bought 2 lots of Sarah Onip tabs. First of all, you buy like a, it looks like a medication thing, like with what it's called, like Panadol or I don't know, Neuromol or some sort of medication that humans would have. They come in a foil packet and you like pop the tabs out. But the idea about ONIP tabs is you stick them on the glass and you can take photos of them. Actually, the thumbnail of this live stream had an ONIP tab. Yeah, people like it. The original OG recipe was pretty good, but apparently it's garbage now, but I'm not sure about that. But the main thing is that they're pretty expensive, not gonna lie. They certainly are down here and they're hard to find. Child safety cap, yeah, those things. I've fed them a few times. They work well for like guppies and platies and that sort of thing. Nothing too finicky is really going to have a go at them. But yeah, they're not the cheapest things in the world. Never used but following the crowd. Perfect as. You know how this game operates. Set up a 30-litre tub outside today. Put 2 male white clouds and 1 female. So Java moss and duckweed. Hoping to get some more over summer. Nice one, Benny. Is that all of them that you have? Because otherwise there's not much of a point putting 2 males. It's a low risk because most of the time I've colony bred white clouds. I've just colony bred white clouds, so I haven't had to do anything. But if you have 2 males, it's pretty much just a likelihood that I'm just sussing what's going on here. There's some deleted messages. Is that one of your friends, Willem? Because if it is, I didn't see the G'day Willem stuff, and I just hid them from the channel, so let me know if you want them reinstated, Willem. I thought they were talking to me. Yeah, 2 males might just be an increased risk that one of the males is going to get bored and eat the babies, that's all. Not the new formula, but the old one's an A. See, the fish that like them won't stop, but I've never had tetras and raspberries. Yeah, that's exactly right. Only certain fish like it. Did I ever keep endless outside tubs if I plan to shut them down before winter sets me? Yeah, Willem's popular. I don't know what's going on there. You invited a few of your mates, did you, Willem? No, I haven't kept endless outside. If I was going to, I'd probably bring half of them inside and leave half of them outside as an experiment to see how they go. Hey Zen Ginger, good to see you in the house. Alright, couple of C's, an A, and 2 A's. Alright, well that seems pretty straightforward. In the B. So you think maybe take one of the males out and just have one male and one female. That's how I do it, to be honest. I don't think it's a huge risk, once again, but if it was me, that's what I'd be doing. Okay, I reckon we've got some craziness happening in here. See you later, Jack. I don't know, we're popular today. It's all good. Hey Cody-san, how you going? Let's talk about the next food. Oh, this is an interesting one. I probably should probably declare that I am slightly biased. Well, not really, but slightly. So, I was gifted some of this stuff for free from Tropical, and it's really, really awesome. So, Softline Foods. Do I have it? I don't have any left, otherwise I'd show you. But the cool thing with Softline Foods is that they're like squishy, if that makes sense. You know, they're soft foods. So I tried the Betta and the Marine, and it's amazing stuff. Like, the texture's a bit rubbery. I don't know if that's a natural texture or whatever, but it seems to be really easily digestible for the fish. Everything took it. Even like wild bettas were eating the Betta food. So I'm not sure if many people have had the chance to try this food out, but keep an eye out. That's the thing, is like, I'm not really biased. Like, I'm not paid to say anything good about them, but I got it for free, I guess. So if I had to pay like $50 for it, maybe I'd think a bit differently. But also, I do have a anecdote here. So I was in Fastway Aquarium in Footscray, and I was looking at buying a lionfish, a dwarf lionfish, and I was talking, because dwarf lionfish, sometimes they only eat like live foods, and they're pretty hard to feed sometimes. And I said, oh, is it eating on pellets? Otherwise I'm not really that interested. And they're like, oh, not really. Well, we can have a go and see if it's going to eat it. And they got the Softline Marine, and it ate that. So that's pretty good. Our fish's first pellet that it ever ate was Softline Marine. So give them a go. Other product I've never seen in Melbourne. You've never seen Softline? Craig, maybe on Monday we'll go to, or unless you just want to meet me at Aquapet. Otherwise, head down to Fastway, because they've definitely got it, I'm sure. Even Aquapet might have it. We'll ask. We'll ask when we're there. G'day, Eric. How you going? Hey, Heath. How are you? Use the better one. Yeah, what did you think, Chevy? I think it's severely underrated. It's not very popular, but I think that's just because not many people know about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to try and deceive anyone. I'll probably upset more fish food people than I will anything else tonight. But I'm pretty passionate about fish food. I think it's really important, and it can really set up your fish room for success or disaster, to be honest, if you feed the right stuff. So yeah, I've been pretty impressed, to be honest. That said, I'm working through all the stuff I've already got before I buy a heap of tropical foods. And I always seem to get more food accumulating somehow. Never heard about them in Europe. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that is in Europe. Tropical's in Europe, isn't it? Like the other lines? Surely. I don't know. No worries, Benny. Catch you next time. Have you tried Aquapix brine shrimp flakes? I have. I thought they were pretty delicious. A bit salty on the palate. But I have fed them a lot, and I found them to be really good, especially for fry. They're not on this. Nah, I didn't put them on this list, but really good for fry. Just like crunch them up real fine. Good tip, Willem. You and all your mates. Oh gosh. Hey, fish. Tips for starting a fish channel. Just do it. I think you don't need to go too crazy with gear. Just use your phone. Oh, we got another one of someone's mates here, have we? What is all this? I'm just hiding all these people from the channel these days. It seems like they just make more channels. Anyway, yeah, just do it. Just whatever you're passionate about, talk into your mobile phone. Don't get upset if it takes a while for people to start watching. People eventually will, and if your stuff is either A, educational, or B, entertaining, that's pretty much all there is to it. Unfortunately, there's no like get rich quick scheme for YouTube. You just kind of have to get the numbers out there. That's all. All right. Where soft line? Where did it go? Tropical soft line. There we go. How do we end up with this? B. Yep, I like it. B. Yeah, that's the trouble. I don't know the cost of it. It might be really expensive, so unfortunately I can't comment on that. Okay, let's open up this can of worms, hey? Let's open up this can of worms. Let me just catch up what's going on here. Was good, but back to extreme better. Chevy, what are your thoughts on extreme better? Because I feel like extreme better, the pellets are pretty big. I'm concerned feeding it to my betta. I feed it to the other fish, don't get me wrong, but feeding the extreme betta to bettas, the pellets are too big, in my opinion. And I've had a lot of bettas get like bloat, huge stomachs, and not a good time. I have some, I can even show you if you're interested. People who haven't seen extreme betta. I can't use extreme betta for the bettas. Oh, well there you go, Zen. I shouldn't have said anything, I should have just read your comment. Yeah, I can't use extreme bettas for the bettas. It's too big. I use extreme nano instead for the bettas. I agree. Actually, I used some more food that I got. It was on clearance or something at one of the aquariums. It was like a kilo. No, what happened was, I had cash. Anyway, it was, for some reason I got this huge bag of Dainichi nano pellets, and that were pretty good too, but once again, nobody feeds Dainichi, so I didn't bother to put it on this list. Which stores are you heading to on Friday? No, I don't want to chew up my whole day, so I'm just going to, by the looks of it, I'll probably go to Fastway, Aquapet, maybe Coburg, and then back home. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I only have a few tanks, but the community is amazing, and that's the best thing about it. If the fish videos don't work, film birds. Yeah, that's right. Craig's been doing a lot of work filming cockatoos at the moment in galahs. Was there galahs? Or you've just got a friendly cockatoo that keeps visiting you? Are the API Cichlid Pellets good? I think we shall get to that, Will. API Foods, I've got some beef with them. Your betters like it? Yeah, if you got big betters, I guess, but yeah, I feel like they're too big for betters. Yeah, just keep an eye on it, Chevy. Yeah, if you're careful with it, but you know, most people don't put 3 pellets in. Most people just go sprinkle, 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 whatever. Yeah, mainly what I feed is yeah, the Nano Extreme. So in a tub I have a mixture of Nano Extreme and NLS, the small pellet or whatever it is. So I have two containers. One has the larger version of each of those and one has the smaller version. That's pretty much what I feed. I go around first with the Nano, feed pretty much everything, and then I go around with the larger and I feed like the Epistos, the angels and bigger fish, the larger size. Lorikeets was the other one. I copped hate in a stream ages ago for saying lorikeets were the best birds in the world. I still reckon they are, but a lot of people get annoyed by them. Anyway, we got a lot of A's for extreme. I don't mind it. I mean, let's be real. At the end of the day, it is good stuff. It feeds real clean. Everything eats it. Comes in lots of different sizes and shapes. One thing I will say about Extreme, because I feel like there's way too much positivity on the internet regarding Extreme, which might be warranted, but we need to level it out a little bit. Extreme cat scrapers, nah, I'm not having it. Extreme cat scrapers is real messy as far as I'm concerned. What do we think about that statement? Alright, I think you can go as well. Fastway has come along under the guidance of Nick. Yeah, the people at Fastway are so good, I find. Like, I was talking with Bodgy today actually about this. We're talking about favourite stores and whatnot. I said, for staff, I absolutely love Fastway. So I used to work in Altona, just in Civic Parade, and I'd go to Fastway just on my lunch break just to hang out with them and nerd out. And they are true fish nerds, so it's real good. Just laid back guys that like to get excited about fish plans and stuff, and yeah, good guys to just hang out with. Yeah, Extreme's good for sure, and Omega 1 is good. We'll talk about that shortly, but I've got no debates around Extreme Pee-wee being an A. Yep, Heath, surely is. Alright, so that's the pellets, by the way, of Extreme. Oh, alright, conveniently. Let's talk about the flakes then. I don't know about the krill flakes. I know this is a picture of krill flakes, but we don't have the krill flakes in Australia. So we've got the Community Crave flakes. And I gotta say, I really love the Community Crave flakes. But they have come under fire a little bit for being too thin. I know a lot of people don't like them because they're like paper thin, or like thinner than paper thin, which a lot of people don't like, but I actually really do like it because I mainly have smaller fish, so I prefer it to crumble up easier, and that way it sort of breaks up before it gets to a clump in the bottom of the aquarium. But in terms of similar thing, everything eats it, real easy to feed. I can feed the whole fish room that stuff, and it's all good. It is all good. John, what do I like if I don't like cat scrapers? Then I like the ocean free. What's the ocean free one called? Bottom feeder. BFG1, something like that. I think it's called. Comes in a tin, and they're not wafers per se. They're little pellets, and that's what I like. I find that they're clean. Other than that, I like to just make up Ripashi pretty much, or feed zucchini. I'm not much of an algae wafer guy. Extreme A. Community Crave S. S for Corey. Yeah, Corey loves to sniff the krill flakes. I kind of want krill flakes to come to Australia just so I can sniff them. And if they don't smell like I want to eat them, I'll be thoroughly disappointed. My bristlenose smash bug bite plaque. Oh, actually, yes, Q. Great one. Bug bite Placo wafers are awesome as well. Alright, well, I think it was heading there anyway, but Chevy has guaranteed the success of Community Crave. There you go. Better's doing a flip. Booyah. $2.99 Community Crave is an S. Thank you, Chevy. Appreciate that. And that, I dare say, will be invested in some fish come Monday. What do you think, John? Do you think they feed okay, or I think most things eat them. I know the shrimp sort of charge towards the cat scrapers, but for me, when I chuck it in and the bristlenose just sort of rasp at them, it kicks up a lot of debris into the water, and it's like 2 days before the water clears up. Or you got to clean your sponge filters out every second, every minute of every day. Hey Arjan, how you going? Never seen extreme food at your LFS. I only know of 2 stores that have it, and conveniently one store is around the corner from me and one store is around the corner from Rumble. So yeah, you're out of luck, I guess, unless you live in the eastern suburbs of Geelong or Perth in Australia. Ocean free is S-class. Well, we have some ocean free, but I don't see. I am getting distracted. Okay. Yeah, I want to give you an unbiased discussion around Frenzy fish feeds. They are Australian, so that's good. Like, they're made on home soil. You know that they're got some good ingredients. And another upside to not importing food is in the importation process in Australia, everything gets irradiated. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Everything on the way in gets irradiated, which means it gets shot with radiation to kill off any living creatures, because it's just impossible to sift through it all. So I don't know, like, I'm not that much of a conspiracy theorist with radiation, but I feel like it's a good thing to not have to go through that process. I did find that everything ate it, particularly the big pellets. Things took to the big pellets. They have like a very strong smell and oiliness to them, so I do think that they do have high quality ingredients in them, because I mean, you can't just make up that oiliness. It has to come from, you know, fish and fish meal and krill meal and stuff like that. So I found it to be a pretty good food, to be honest. So I don't know if many people have tried it, but if you're in Australia, give it a go, I reckon. And yeah, they're good people. I think Aquamate won some, and I got some. Maybe Bodgy bought some from a different website. So a few of us have given it a go. I think Aquarium Industries have krill flakes now. Ooh, that's pretty good. I did see there was some cool stuff. Actually, Will Barker, it was, told me that there's some cool cribs on the Aquarium Industries list at the moment, but we've been burnt by that before, so I'm not out in a rush to order them. So I think TechDen sells Extreme. Okay, yep, might do. So yeah, I'm not expecting anybody else to really rank Frenzy fish feeds, but I will. I think the price is pretty good. It feeds pretty good. I don't think it's as good as these 4 up here, so I'd probably put it in a C, to be honest. But it's a great option, and it's better than like those eBay, like eBay hydroponic foods and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's a C. Yeah, to be honest, they got some branding work to do, and that, but yeah, they've got a good variety, and especially the Saratoga is still eating the larger pellets from them. So I don't know what I'm going to feed him after they're finished. Alright, this is a good one. Ripashi. In Australia, the best way to get Ripashi is through natsfish.com or natsfish on Facebook. Pretty good, pretty cheap, but Ripashi is like a powderized food that you make up. It's got some gelatin in it, so you boil some water, mix it up, and I've got videos on how to make it using ice cube trays and all that sort of stuff. You can also use it like get a piece of driftwood, make it into a paste, and like get it to set on the driftwood. There's plenty of options you can use with Ripashi. Also, if you forgot to get fry food, you got some surprise fry, you've got your Ripashi in the freezer, you can just sprinkle it in as fry food as well, which is really handy in a pinch. Trouble is, yes, you do have to make it up. It's real stinky. Your significant other is going to be very angry when you're using all of his or her kitchen utensils to make this stuff up. Definitely open all the windows and pick a time that nobody else is home. And yeah, you've got to obviously store it all in the freezer or in the fridge. If you leave it at room temperature, I think it only lasts like 2 days. In the fridge, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But I just freeze mine because then it lasts forever. And yeah, Heath, I was going to, but everything I wanted was out of stock. So she was just setting up the website when I was looking at the new fish that she updated. So I'll have another look soon, but I haven't yet. Although I thought the price point was pretty good. Just got a Jag cichlid from a 6x2, loving its personality. What's the best food for it? Yeah, so what was I feeding my Jag? I was feeding the Ocean Free Saratoga food, SAG1, and I was feeding Hikari Cichlid Gold, yeah, the floating version. Mainly get extreme from Ryan, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, so have I, but and eBay, but I think eBay is Ryan anyway, or eBay might be the store here, which is Wallington WRG, Water Rural Garden, yeah. Which is quite funny because it's like a hardware store, but the guy that is in charge of the fish section is like he's on my page. Actually, he's a subscriber, I think, so yeah, he's a good guy. So what do we think about Ripashi? I think it's really versatile, super high quality. Oh, I just dropped what I was fiddling with. Everything eats it, and it's really great for shrimp and plecos. There's different versions as well. There's like grub pie, which has black soldier fly larvae in it, and it's great for things like platies and guppies and live bearers. There is Soylent Green or Super Green, and that's your pleco formula. There's other versions of it, and yeah, it's fantastic food. I always have some in the freezer, for sure. Ryan is on eBay. Yep, okay. Pain in the butt. Yeah, it is a pain. So you just kind of have to. What I do is I just make like huge batches one day, and then that will last me like 6 months in the freezer. Dainichi Neutrophin Max and Bug Bite Red Flakes. Nice. Think I'm going to buy my Betta and Harlequins Ripashi for Christmas. Would a Betta like Ripashi? I guess that's an interesting point, is for the most part Ripashi sinks. So probably isn't great for a Betta, to be honest, because I prefer to feed Bettas floating foods. The Harlequins would go around and peck at it once it hit the bottom, but I think there's probably better alternatives for a Betta for Christmas, maybe. Xander. Never use C. Alright. Yeah. I reckon it's about a C as well. It's got that manual handling issue, so that kind of brings it down. But it is good stuff. Would recommend keeping it. Alright, we got blackworms. In Australia, they're Australian blackworms. In America, they're California blackworms. Same sort of thing. Freeze dried with the cubes. bit of a life hack for you. You can do the same trick as the Cera tabs and just press it up against the glass and everything will come for it. Really, really great for discus and finicky fish. But I prefer actually the loose. I just remembered I had some down here. Yeah, I prefer this. The looser, like not in a cube, because I just find it easier for portioning. The cubes actually, because they're freeze dried, once they expand and have that water. Oh gosh, there's another one, is there? I'm trying to figure out what the... You're obviously ahead of me there, Zen. I don't know what's going on around here. Anyway, once it fills with water, it's actually a lot of blackworms in the cube, so it's good if you have like a 4-foot community tank or something like that. But for smaller nano tanks, I just find the loose worms to be better. But yeah, super high quality. In either case, they're made on the shores where you're from, so that's pretty good too. And yeah, me personally, I think it's pretty consistent. We got 3 A's, 4 A's, a B and an S. I reckon I can agree with that. Freeze dried foods are really underrated. If you haven't tried freeze dried foods, definitely give them a go. Your fish will love them. Yeah, I was slowly trying to read the username to see if it was one of those ones, you know, one that would catch me out, but I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm okay to go by that safe assumption, especially because I have been burnt by that before. Good executive decision. Alright, so this is the classic. Pick up your first ever fish, probably a goldfish, got your rainbow gravel, and then you got to get this giant bag of economy Aqua 1 koi food. I've actually never fed it, so I'm going to have to be guided by you guys, but it's just so iconic, you know, huge thing. Aquamate says that he reckons it's pretty good, but I've never actually bought that huge bottle. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Dainichi. Yeah, Dainichi is pretty good. So I got a heap of Dainichi samples from the expo, Underwater Pet Expo, and yeah, it's pretty good food actually. Have some guppies. Do you recommend any food? Anything will do. Well, I'm already skeptical of anyone that doesn't have a profile picture now. Is it a full moon or something tonight? Must be. Yeah, Shep does love Aquaman. Yeah. Couple of E's. Couple of early A's, I think, just for the iconicness. The old economy pellet. I don't know either. I reckon it's got to be about middle of the range, somewhere around about there. I can't see how we can have it higher than any of those other ones though. What do people think if I put it in the D? But we've got... Oh, maybe those are for the blackworms actually. What's the sad face for Willem? Is it because of the not having a profile picture? Okay, Maccas. Well, that would be... If it's a serious question, if you put your guppies and mollies together, they will make either muppies or goalies, but in either case they will be sterile, so you won't make anything further than that. I don't know, Will. They seem to all be your mates today. Alright. Fluval Bug Bites. I've tried the whole range here that we have available. They're all flakes except for the algae wafers. I prefer the ones that aren't bright red because they seem a bit sus to me, and I feel like anything that has incredible color enhancing properties like that generally negatively affects breeding, so I tend to try and steer clear of that. But other than that, super good flake. So yeah, are they actually your mates, Willem, or what is the go? They all seem to know you. Have you put me on some kind of like public restroom wall? You know, put some sort of QR code in some gas station bathroom? Because that's the only explanation I can find. So yes, what I ended up doing is once I tested them all individually, I got all of the bug bites and a huge container of extreme community crave and just mixed it all in together. Yeah, definitely I'm on some sort of bathroom suspicious location bathroom wall for sure. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's a elite combo, I reckon. As good as the extreme / new life spectrum combo is the bug bites / community crave combo. Give it a whirl. Not the cheapest things in the world, but hopefully that price comes down once they are here for a bit longer. Anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking something's going on here, but yeah, it's pretty annoying to be honest. So, I mean, it's pretty. Yeah. Anyway, B's and A's, sea bass. So as far as I think about the bug bites by themselves, they're not up there with the community crave. They're not up there with the extreme pellets and blackworms. They're around about there, I reckon. Yep. Alright. Zen Ginger was talking about Omega 1 before, and I was talking about freeze-dried foods before. So, Omega 1 freeze-dried foods, really awesome. If you got bigger fish, the krill I find are really great. What else have I tried? Tubifex worms are interesting. Tubifex worms, they come in with with this orange stuff with them. It's really weird. It's like Cheetos or something. Wait, yeah, what do you think? Should we just hide all these people? Probably. I'm nearly at the stage of just hiding them all. We'll see. Yeah, krill's really good. The Tubifex is really good. The brine shrimp as well has this orange stuff. Yeah, the brine shrimp as well has this orange stuff though. I'm not really sure what it is, so yeah. But the Omega one's good. If you were going to try out some freeze-dried foods, you can't really go wrong. Yeah. You can just go be clowns in your own little Discord or Facebook group chat or whatever you want to do, guys. You're being annoying, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, it's worth a look. C from Heath. Yeah, maybe. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Some parts of it, I think. Yeah, it's really hard. Sorry, I'm all bloody distracted now. I packed it of krill and it had little bugs crawling over it. Ugh. That's not very good. Yeah, I think so. The only one that I think... Yeah, I'll do that. Good idea. Sorry about this. Hammer time. Nice one, Cody son. Yeah, so the Omega one's worth picking up. If you're gonna, you open the seal too. Jeez. So did you get a refund, Q, or you just threw it out and dealt with it? Because the downside, I guess, is that a lot of these foods are pretty expensive, especially the freeze dried. First impression, you can question whether it's worthwhile, but the good thing is that it seems like you don't get a lot, but it's just because all the moisture's out of it, so it's really lightweight and you know, it goes a long way. Interesting. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Alright. I was trying to gauge interest in this one a while back. Fluval Flakes. Craig. Nice one.
Cool.
Cool indeed. What would you recommend as the best food for shrimp? I was thinking a high protein pellet. To be honest, any food is good for shrimp in my opinion, but I like to feed the best one I would say is probably the Ripashi Super Green. Yeah, my shrimp go nuts for Ripashi Super Green. Yeah, I feel like Fluval Flakes, they're in all the stores, but nobody ever gets them. That's my vibe. You've got a wrench, Craig. Yeah, Fluval Flakes, they're in every store, and nobody ever gets them for some reason. I don't know if it's the packaging or what, but seems like there's always a better option than Fluval Flakes. And yeah, I was in the market a while ago for a new feed, and I was trying to ask around about this one and couldn't get a great answer on it, so I didn't end up going for it, funnily enough. My shrimp love mushroom when I put it in. Ah, that's pretty cool. Interesting. Bought once, not a fan. Yeah, they're probably middle of the... They're probably in the same ballpark as the economy, aren't they? Like, you know, if you only see one type of food on the shelf, you might get it. Like, it's better than the Woolworths or Coles supermarket fish flakes, but other than that. Alright, so I was talking about a couple of these earlier. This is ocean free. BFG1 is the bottom feeder. SAG1 is the sort of high protein floating. They're kind of like, they're not like a round pellet, they're like a worm sort of thing. And then flower horn is like the color enhancing type of version. And the cool thing about ocean free is you get a free tin, and you get a free little spoon to like portion it out. That's pretty awesome. But other than that, I think they're really super high quality foods, and I really am a big fan of ocean free. Why am I not focused? Wonder how long it's been like that for. Yeah, similar thing, Craig. Like, I just nobody ever talks about it. It's just been there forever. I don't understand. Alright, ocean free. I always see ocean free in the reduced bin. Yeah, and that's what I think is a trap for young players too. I think a lot of people in more of the larger stores, they go for the other foods and not the ocean free, but then you'll see it like in the more niche stores and it's top notch stuff. Chevy with the $2.99, appreciate that. You're getting your favorites up the top tonight, so top stuff, and yeah, appreciate that once again. $2.99, it's kind of helped me tonight. It's been an uphill battle, this one. Thanks to Willem and his mates. Would be the best food for a pond stocked with a bunch of goldfish. To be honest, probably the old economy stuff in D is your best bet with the pond stocked with goldfish. Yeah, Amy, definitely give it a go. It can be expensive. So a large tin, which is like that big, like as big as my head, that will probably be about the $40, which is expensive, but you get a free tin, so that's good. Everybody loves a free tin, and you can find it on discounted as well, so that's handy. Tropical Flakes, API bottom feeder, Fluval enhancing flakes, Tetra min flakes, Tetra dried bloodworms. Yeah, that's a good variety, T-Bone. I like it. And yeah, that's exactly right. So I feed a variety of stuff too. It's just what I feel like on the day. But I do feed a lot of frozen and live foods as well. And yeah, the tin, does it seal? It seals okay. They do put a silica packet in, like those packets of moisture absorbers that you get in shoes and stuff like that. They do put one of those in the container as well, so I'm presuming that it's not an airtight seal, but pretty good. It doesn't go stale, and that's right, there is a Ziploc bag inside as well, but I tend to get annoyed with that and just tip it out. Best Ripashi for peppermint bristlenose is the I Feed Super Green. There's another one called Bottom Scratcher, I think, which is pretty good for them as well. Combine the two if you feel really experimental. Okay. Alright, now this is an interesting one as well. So, I actually stumbled upon this stuff by chance. Let me find it first. Tetra baby shrimp. Alright. And I never would have got this stuff, I don't think. But they were giving it out as samples at the expo once again. Did you get some of this stuff? Because I was around until basically the last minute of the last day of the expo. So the rep just gave me like 6 of these tubs. And it is really, really good stuff. So it's not like your freeze-dried krill where it's kind of tough and hard. These things are super soft. They're tiny little shrimp. I don't know what kind of shrimp they are, but they're really, really soft. So it's great for, once again, for fry. You can easily powder them up really nice and fine. And yeah, I just was really, really impressed by the baby shrimp. So they float, obviously. Great for your nano fish, but yeah, you can really crumble those suckers up. My LFS is a mum and pop shop. They're the best ones, Q. Annalie Aquarium. Shout out to them. Whereabouts are they? Super Veggie Ripashi. Okay. I don't know if I've tried that one. I don't think we have quite the range either over here that is available in the States. Quick recommendation for a mini heater for a bristlenose hospital tank that turns off at a certain temp. Depends. Do you want cheap or good, Adam? If you want good, Aqua EL, they do super reliable ones. Yeah, if you want cheap, that's a risk. I don't know if I recommend any cheap ones. I use them myself, but I don't know if I recommend any to anyone else. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. True. True. Regarding the shrimp in baby shrimp going to Tasmania. If you're not aware, there's no shrimp allowed in Tasmania. Alright. Super veggie is for all herbivores, but the bristlenose pleco, love it mixed with other ones too. Nice. Craig. Yeah, Aqua EL. I don't know why it's like that. It's a really difficult brand name to talk about, but Aqua EL. Alright, but the baby shrimp, I'm a fan. I would say that it's up there with the Omega 1 in terms of the freeze dried. Looks like all the freeze drieds really are probably up there. Alright, we need to... How are we going for pace here? Got a few. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we've got 8. We've got 8 to go, so we probably need to shuffle up. Yeah, that's the one, Daniel. Nailed it. Cheap and expensive heaters, no problem, just more expensive, seem more efficient. Yep, I'd get behind that too. And the cheaper ones, I don't, touch wood, like, I haven't had too many of them overheat, but I've had them just randomly stop working one day, so that's the danger. You gotta sort of test the water every now and then and make sure that it's actually warm. Yes, I do, Chevy, yep. In terms of the vibro bites, I find that they're good. They sort of replicate bloodworms in a way. Puffers eat them, discus eat them, and things like that don't eat everything else. But on the flip side, certain things that do eat a lot of things just don't eat vibro bites. So what's an example? Like Epistos couldn't care less about the vibro bites. In my experience, a lot of the nanofish couldn't be bothered dealing with it. But some things really love it. So it's kind of weird that the more finicky things seem to really be the ones that like it as well. So worth a go. It's an interesting thing, but yeah, it's not the best. It floats for a long time, which is pretty good. But me, I'd probably have it, yeah, around the B or the C. Looks like a lot of people are saying B, so I'm okay with that. Hey KG Cichlids, how you going? Vibrobites were advertised hard and my fish eat it, but I give them a solid C+. Yeah, and it gets real messy if they don't eat it straight away. So when I have tried it on things like my chocolate gouramis, the tank is filthy, honestly. You have to clean it up straight away, so yeah, it's interesting. Actually, that's right. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have it up there with the Onips, the soft line, and the bug bites. See. Alright, the staple, if you've got an Oscar, you've got a bag of Hikari Cichlid Gold. And there's probably a reason for it. It is great stuff. The red bag more so than the blue bag. But yeah, pretty much a staple, like big American cichlid food. And yeah, you can't really go wrong. A lot of things sort of smash it. And I think it's quality stuff. I'll just set it there tentatively and catch up with what's going on in the chatter. I'm pretty lucky. My discus will eat anything I put in the tank. They're little pigs. Yeah, I get that. My discus are okay as well. Hey Mapped, how you going, mate? Good to see ya. Hey Rob. A and a B. Longfin zebra Daniels never ate it. Yeah. Never try it. Did you eat some? Or never tried it, do you mean? Okay, we got a few A's. Do you reckon it's A? Yeah, it could be, I guess. I thought you were warning me not to sample some of it, Craig. Alright, I'm okay with that then. And then on the flip side, if you keep any African cichlids, you've probably tried the Hikari Sinking XL. So this is more so the veggie based. It's like the veggie version. Instead of floating, it sinks. Instead of protein, it's veggie. It's like the anti Cichlid Gold. But back when I used to have Mabuna, Electric Yellows and Demisoni and all that, they used to smash a fair bit of this, and seemed to be a good staple to have. Where is it? There it is. I got the smaller Cichlid Gold pellet. They're too big for most of my fish, but sink quite fast. Rainbows and bristlenose eat it. My angels and rams love Cichlid Gold pellets. Yeah, you can get quite small pellets. Yeah, there's a whole range of sizes. So the smaller ones are pretty small, maybe 1 millimeter, something like that in diameter. That's the stuff my rainbows and bristlenose love. Yeah, that's another good one. The Sinking XL bristlenose will have a go at that too. So when I got Chevy, I used to feed Oscar, but since giving Ocean Free, they're not interested. I'll give A, as I won a bag of it off you. Good stuff. I'll have to say A because Hikari been around for a long time, yeah. But yeah, bristlenose will have a go at the Sinking XL as well. Once I moved on all my African cichlids, I just fed this to the bristlenose and they were fine with it. I think both of them can go up in the A quite respectably. Okie dokie, so we've got 2 New Life Spectrums on the list. This one here is of course New Life Spectrum Thera A, and I separated them for a reason. So Thera A has the garlic extract in it, and honestly, you feed a lot of Thera A, your fish room will smell like an Italian restaurant. It is that garlicky, it stinks, honestly. Probably fantastic for your fish, but quite potent. If you want to ward off some vampires or clear out a bit of cold and flu, then feed a lot of this in your fish room and go stand in it for an hour. So, in case you can't tell from my tone, I'm not as big of a fan of this as I am of the classic NLS. Yeah, and that's right, mapped. If food is too big, there's a few different methods you can use. Smash it with a hammer, chuck it in a mortar and pestle and mortar, or put it in a pepper grinder, and then it will all do the same job. Yeah, Q, 100%. It stinks. So I'd probably put it down here, to be honest, and then yeah, C or a D. I stopped buying after finding out the New Life stiffed my LFS on the wholesale price. Oh, that's pretty weird. Yeah, I guess that's a 2-part question, isn't it? Like, you got the Thera A and then you've got the standard. I'd probably have the standard up here and then the Thera A in C. I use that for my cichlids. I'll give the Thera A an S because I've fed it constantly to my frontos and I've seen great colour difference. I don't mind it. It's hard to get an S though. It is hard to get an S. I like it, but B from me. I do think that Extreme does edge out New Life Spectrum these days. Yeah, probably does, to be honest. B. Yep, I like it. Let's keep moving because we got a bit of a run up going now. We've only got 3 more to go. So let's go with the... I was trying to do a Lucas Brett's impression then, but I forgot what he sounds like. Tetracolor Tropical Granules. That's the worst impression ever. So we got the Tetracolor Tropical Granules, the LRB Special. Lucas Brett's famously feeds everything this. What do you think? What do I think? I wasn't overly impressed with it. Not a lot of stuff really ate it in terms of my fish room. Yeah, I think it has to be a habit thing. Like in the beginning, nothing ate it, and then I just persisted with it, and eventually things started to eat it. Don't they have probiotics in one of the NLS? Yeah. Isn't that the Thera A? It has a bunch of stuff, but mainly it has garlic. Maybe there's another one. There's NLS Grow. That's the fry food. Yeah, I'm not sure. Tetra Color, Tropical Granules. Mixed bag. I feel like it's a good staple. It's not up there with these. I would question if it's even up there with those. I'd have it down here. I feel like if there was no Lucas Bretz factor, it would probably be down here. But because of the prestige, it goes in there. Well, I thought that was the Tetra Flakes. Nah, that's the Granules. I like how you can crush it into a fine powder. Yeah, that is handy. Change mine to a C, D. My fish don't like it. Hey Kathy as well, how you going? I got snacks. I said at the start that I was going to get involved in this one today. So I'm just placing them there tentatively and then having a look at what people think. So it's not a done deal just yet. And anyway, it's my stream. I get to make up the rules. So I can put them wherever I like if you want to play it that way. Let's not forget. So it looks like maybe I've got it a little bit low. There's a lot of A's, so I will just move it up one. Yeah, don't then. I got snacks. Jeez, we're having a good night here tonight, aren't we, guys? 2 more to go, then we might wrap it up forever. Jeez. Pisces tropical flakes. Once again, I feel like they're a good staple. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's a good staple. Like, you can see him everywhere. Hey, BJ Palmer, how you going? But initial impression, they'll just tentatively sit it down there. I think Pisces do some things better than others, and I think they're not quite there with the foods just yet, but they'll get there. Ace, we got some fans. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but I just sort of see it in that same lens with the economy and the Fluval stuff. C AADC. Yeah, right. Maybe it is up there then. Yeah, kinda. I could see that as well with the Vibra Bites and the Frenzy fish feeds. Don't mind it. Alright. Let's go with the last one and wrap this sucker up. Alright. Neutrophin Max. This is a terrible food. Have you ever fed Neutrophin? I don't like it. Nothing eats it again. In fact, pretty much the only thing worse than the old Tetra Cory wafers is the Neutrophin shrimp pellets. Well, yeah, that's true, Chevy. I do have a lot of time for Pisces, but I don't want to be, don't want to be too biased either. And I think that their plants are fantastic and their fertilizer's good, but their food, realistically, I don't think they might can me for saying that, but that's what I think. But yeah, Neutrophin shrimp pellets are pretty much as bad as Tetra Cori wafers. The flakes, I guess, but it's not good stuff. Save your money. Save your money and don't bother. Maybe because I've put the picture of the flakes here, it's probably slightly higher. Yeah, hey, don't sugarcoat it, will ya? Oh, Streamlabs didn't like that one, KG. Yeah, nothing eats it. So, I guess it's down there with the same. You're in trouble. Alright. Adam, yeah, thanks for trying. I don't know. You know, it's quite funny. But that's the end of the ranking game. By the way, thanks everyone for being a part of it through all that shenanigans and carrying on. It's funny, Adam. It is funny. Some days I absolutely love live streaming, and some days, like today, it is an absolute grind. And you never know until you're in it. So that's the trouble. I do still think I'll do live streams, but yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot API. Yeah, right, T-Bone. Have I ever fed API? Oh yeah, I fed the API Cichlid Pellets. I didn't think they were much chopper, to be honest. Probably would have stuck him in the D. Nothing eats it as hard as a rock. Yeah, not rock. Yeah, I didn't think API was all that good. I have fed a few API foods. So yeah, I don't know what I think about live streams, to be honest. Some of you I absolutely love interacting with, and it's the regulars that are always here, you know, and the ones that we have a laugh with, like, yeah, he wasn't here tonight, but JB and Craig and Chevy are always here as well. And I'm sure there's heaps of people that I've probably accidentally offended by even just starting to list off names. It's just that. How many streams have we had now where there's like back to back clowns and trolls getting in here? It's like, at what point do you just like give in? Go live on Discord. Yeah, I could, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing, Adam. So sometimes I absolutely love it, and other times not so much. But that's the difference, I guess. You know, that's, yeah. Especially because it takes a bit of work. You know, it's not like I just stroll up here 10 minutes until 10 minutes before I start and hit the button and we're going. So it's pretty annoying. Like, I spend the most of the previous night getting all these pictures together, you know, putting it all in a slideshow down the bottom corner, and then putting them all duplicated so I can put them on the board and all that stuff. And sometimes people just suck the fun out of it, that's all. And we've spoken about it heaps before, like the human condition and how you can have 100 likes but 1 thumbs down and it annoys you. Yeah, I know, and that's great. So, hey Chevy, where's your wrench going again? There you go. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, thanks heaps to all the mods. Did a fantastic job muting clowns, and I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that as time goes on. But yeah, in any case, I am on the lookout for something a bit more refreshing, something a bit more updated, because yeah, we just need to mix it up. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but you have a video with a ton of dislikes, do you? I don't go back, to be honest. That's the good thing about doing videos every single day, is you don't go back and dwell on them. You just sort of you just sort of keep pushing through and move on. I got snacks. It wasn't you, honestly. It was a long day. It was a long day. So yeah, apologies for being a bit short with you. I know I recognise your name, so I know that you're here quite regularly, and yeah, I appreciate that. So no hard feelings. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just one of those nights. That's all. We'll be back, but I do think that Monday's stream might be in doubt, because I might want to go and tour some fish stores instead. So yes, that might be better, because the daylight savings kind of stuffed it around. So now my live streams are 9 to 10 a.m. and that kind of eats up half the day. Then it's lunchtime by the time I get in there, and that probably stops me from visiting 2 stores or something. So we shall see. Embrace the dislikes. Yes, I should get better at that. We'll see. Anyway, other than that, hey, did you like my new starting soon screen? Did you see? I'll flick over to it in case you weren't here. But yeah, I put that one together yesterday. So you can, I thought it might be good if you got to sit there for 5 minutes. Might as well watch some fish while you do. So let me know. I thought that was pretty good. And then they got the stream ending there. So explore and get out Monday. I think so. I'll chuck a video up instead, because I've got heaps of videos. So yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll do a video on Monday instead of a stream, and that'll be it. So thanks for everyone that did stick around. Really appreciate you all. You guys are the ones that I do this stuff for. And we'll be right. We'll be back next week. So yeah, seriously, if you do have any ideas of things that you'd like to see in these streams, definitely let me know. Otherwise, next week we might just do a bit of a hangout, a bit of a catch up, and yeah, maybe I'll plan some kind of topic, but I have no idea just yet, so we'll sort it out. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great evening, afternoon, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.